Hello everybody and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina here with you. Getting ready to go for week number 14 of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Wednesday Night Wednesday Night Warrior Series, combining series there, but getting ready to go. So while they do their warm-up session, we're going to send it down trackside for our national anthem and pre-race ceremonies, and when we come back, we will have heat number 1 getting ready to go.
We take you down out of the
Please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, here we go. Heat race number 1 getting ready to go. We'll run through these real quick. Starting on the pole in the 077 car, it's going to be Blaze Baker starting second. For Sharks RC car bodies from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, that's the 112 of Chris Johnson. Row number 2, starting in the 3rd spot, will be the 43 of Alec Szerzynski. Row number 4, the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. Row number 3, starting 5th for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles BMRS from Pittsboro, Indiana, the 42 of Mason Hannigan. Starting 6th will be the 15 of David Kinjerski. Row number 4, starting 7th, the 31 of Tim Nichols. Starting 8th for Black Flag Racing, Scrub-A-Dub Car Wash from Waterford, Wisconsin. It's going to be the 8 of Peter Breeze. And rounding out the field on the back row, starting in the 9th spot in the 020 car, that's going to be Keenan Batters. Here we go. Heat race number 1, getting ready to go. Green Flag Racing. And we are away. Lap number 1, getting ready to be completed here in the Edmond Trophy Company Heat race. We'll jump up in the stands and watch from above as Blaze Baker, Alex Szerzynski, and Mason Hannigan start to do battle. Hannigan in the 1 car, not the 42 car. He's in the 1X, and he's into the 3rd spot right now, trying to breathe down Alex Szerzynski. Blaze Baker, who is your race leader, came home with a 3rd place finish last week in the series. Got on the podium in week number 13. Season winding down championship-wise. Top 3 to the show. We're watching the top 3 right now, nose to tail, as they make their way around the racetrack. Here comes a battle for the lead. Szerzynski to the inside, Baker to the outside. Szerzynski with the slider, going to cross him up. So we have 3 to go this time. And look at this. Here comes Hannigan into the mix as well. Baker going to hold on to the spot. Great racing to start it here. Oh, contact between Zerzinski and Baker. That's going to allow Hannigan to get up to the lead. Two to go this time. Mason Hannigan now out front. Blaze Baker to the third spot. Alex Zerzinski holding steady in second. Even with all the battles going on. White flag in the air. 1 lap left to go for Mason Hannigan. Can he hold on and take the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win? We're going to find out here. Heading into 3 and 4. Zerzinski Baker there. And it will be Mason Hannigan taking the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win. Alex Zerzinski, Blaze Baker going to go with them to the feature. Nichols, Breeze, Batters, Konjerski, Fitzpatrick, and Johnson going to go through our LCQ. 26 cars in the server through warm-ups. So we'll have at least 1 LCQ. We'll get ready to go for heat race number 2. That's going to get out on the racetrack here in a second. This will be brought to us by School of Sim Racing. Rogers going to have one of their shows coming up next at 9:30. Starting on the front row for the School of Sim Racing heat race, your pole sitter racing for GB Restoration and Repair from East Troy, Wisconsin, the 777 of Gary Budsey. Starting second for BGI Simsport, Night Trips from Owasso, Oklahoma, the 13 of Cody Kelly. Row number 2. And I forgot, this is the big blocks this week. Starting third for Pincala Auto Solutions from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, 41 Orion Fisher. Starting fourth for Beware Racing, Superior Builder from Iola, Kansas, will be the 17 of Buddy Ware. Row number 3, starting fifth. In the 9 car will be Lance Heinberger. Starting in 6th for 7-Up of Brookings Transport from Blackberry, Minnesota, and Team Outlaw. That's the 29 of Paul Crumry. Row number 4, starting 7th, will be the 7-11 of William Evans. Starting 8th for UDSRA, Forrest Waggy I-55 lawyer from St. Louis, Missouri. That'll be Larry Moody. Rounding out the field on the back row will be the 1 of Chris Brown. We're going to jump back up with Gary Budsey as we go green flag racing here in heat race at number 2, the School of Sim Racing heat race. Blue Said Roger will have their big block modified show up next once we're done here. I was in the middle of their show yesterday when I had a monitor go out on me in their NARC All-Star Series. Garrett Budzine feeling the pressure here from Cody Kelly and Ryan Fisher. Kelly gonna dive to the inside, try to slide on up. Gonna make it 3 wide coming out of the corner. Coming around to complete lap number 3 of 8. Here comes Buddy Ware into the mix as well. It's Cody Kelly, Buddy Ware, Gary Budzine holding on to that 3rd chance for position. Ryan Fisher trying to steal it away from him. Here they come back to the stripe. Kelly going to lead that lap as well. Lap 4 of 8 now in the books. Halfway through our heat race. Yeah, Robert, we go back and forth here on Wednesday nights. It started about week 4 when the big block mods were released. They started going to switching back and forth every week. Big blocks and UMPs. This week happens to be a big block. As we got 2 laps to go, Cody Kelly trying to hang on over Buddy Ware for the heat race win. You'll see the white flag in the air this time. 1 lap left to go. Coming to the line, it will be, oh my, you're going to give it to Cody Kelly. Nope, Buddy Ware will get it. I thought he might have had it. Timing and scoring was all over the place. Cody Kelly, Buddy Ware. I'm going to go 1 and 2, so Ware gets the heat race win. Kelly will still advance to the feature, and we'll get ready to go for our third and final heat race of the night. Starting on the front row for our Scott King's Design heat race will be the 23 of Mason Hamill. Starting second will be the 88 of Garrett Boyd. Row number 2, starting in the third spot, will be Jason Schilling, starting fourth. For BGI SimSport, paints by Boyd, and BGI from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, that will be the 9 of Colby Cooper. Row number 3, starting in the fifth spot for BGI SimSport, BSB from Junction City, Kansas. It's the 1 of Jacob Smuts. Oh, I think I missed one there. I did. I missed our very own, so let's go back through the grid real quick. I don't think you'd be very happy with me, but starting in the 6 spots for Raw Power Motorsports, DSRL, DRN, Tim Sims, and General Tires, while also Wicked Cushion from Edmond, Oklahoma, the 31 of Roger Wagner will start 6th. Row number 4, starting 7th, will be the 66 of Jason Enoch. Starting 8th will be the driver for SKD, Tully Lake Vet, and Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That is Scott King. Getting ready to go. Garrett Boyd and Mason Hamill going to lead us to the green flag. Kelsey, there you are. Glad to see you in there. That would be interesting there, Robert. Wonder if they will add Hornets in the future or not. We are underway here with our third and final heat race. See if Scott King can come take the Scott King Design heat race win. It's always funny how those end up like that, especially with our Black Diamond Motorsports drivers right now. Hamill, Boyd, and Cooper, 1, 2, and 3. There's our third transfer car right now, Colby Cooper. Roger Wagner up to the 4th spot now. Let's look back here. Looks like they're leaning on each other back here in 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's Wagner, King, and Schilling going at it. Here comes Schilling with a run out of the corner. Come back up to Mason Hamill. Top 3 broke away a little bit. Two to go this time by. White flag in the air, coming to the line this time. Mason Hamill has it. Can Garrett Boyd get around him? Find out. One more lap here in the final heat race of the night. Hamill and Boyd doing battle. Cooper got the 3rd spot for the time being. Coming to the line this time. Hamill is going to pick up the Scott King Design heat race win. Boyd and Cooper are going to go to the feature. Wagner, King, Schilling, Smuts, and Enoch going to go to the B main, which will be up next. Here we go. Going to get ready to go unless we took the top 4. So I think we did take the top 4. So Wagner will also make it there in that one as well. So that means with taking the top 4 out of those 3 heat races, we're going to be looking for the top 8 cars here. We'll fill out our round of or our feature of 20, 4 from each heat race. That gives us 12, and then 8 more would give us 20. So top 8 here in the B main. Here's going to be the starting lineup. Starting on the pole will be Peter Breeze. Starting second, Chris Brown. Row number 2, starting third, will be Scott King. Starting fourth, Keenan Batters. Row number 3, starting fifth, Larry Moody. Starting sixth, Jason Schilling. Row number 4, starting 7th, David Kinjerski. Starting 8th, Ryan Fisher. Row number 5, starting 9th, Jacob Smuts. Starting 10th, Jeff Fitzpatrick. Row number 6, starting 11th, Paul Crumry. Starting 12th, Jason Enoch. Row number 7, starting 13th, Chris Johnson. Starting 14th, Lance Heinberger. That will do it. 14 cars, looking for 8 of them to make it to the feature. As we get ready to go. Green flag in the air, and we are off with our B main, brought to us by School of Sim Racing. Twelve laps here in the B main. Lap number 1 is complete, and it's Peter Breeze, Chris Brown, Scott King there in the 3rd spot, Larry Moody, Keenan Batters, all up there in the top 4 to 5. We have our first caution of the night, and it might be Jason Enoch in the 66 car having a little bit of trouble. Let's go back and see what happens here. Gets together with the 90 car. I think that's Lance Heinberger. Heinberger a lap down. Can't look at him, but we'll go back up to the front. Chris Brown was your leader. Here we go, getting things sorted out. So Peter Breeze will stay. Or Jeff Fitzpatrick was the one that was caught up in that accident with the 66 there with Jason Enoch. Those two got together, not Lance Heinberger. Heinberger already a lap down. Chris, you rooting on Scott King, I take it? Gonna get ready to go once again. Peter Breeze, your race leader, and he is off. Jumping out to the race lead once again. We are on lap 3 of 12. Chris Brown in the 2nd spot, David Kinjerski in 3rd. Then it's a whole big battle going on behind them. Got Jason Schilling, Paul Crumry, Keenan Batters, Jacob Smuts, Ryan Fisher holds the final transfer position in that 1 car, and you see Batters and Smuts make contact. Enoch back there in the 66 car, 1 spot out of a transfer position to the feature. Scott King out of a transfer position as well. Chris Johnson. We have 11 cars on track right now. 8 cars transfer, so 3 are out. And that would be Enoch, King, and Johnson at the moment. Now Fisher on the verge. Here comes Enoch banging doors to try to get up there as he gets around Fisher. Now working on batters. It's Peter Breeze, Chris Brown. Now David Konjerski into the third spot. Oh, into the wall. Goes Schilling. No, that's not Schilling. That is Chris Brown that went into the wall. Too many one cars out here tonight. Paul Crumry running by himself here in the Valvoline car. So we close in on 3 to go. Enoch up to the 6th spot. Smuts and batters doing battle. Let's take a look at your 9th place car. There's Scott King. He is in the mix with Keenan Batters to try to get into the feature. Keep an eye back here on this final transfer position as we got 2 to go. Can Scott King make the move pay off? He'll be coming to the white flag. Leaders already making their way through. 1 lap left to go. We're watching. Can Keenan Batters advance, or is Scott King going to make his way into the feature? Jump up front. Here he comes. Peter Breeze is going to take the School of Sim Racing B-Main win. Chris Brown, David Konjerski, Jason Schilling, Paul Crumry, Jason Enoch, Jacob Smuts, and Keenan Batters will make it to the feature. King, Fisher, Johnson, Fitzpatrick, Moody, and Heimberger going to have their nights come to an end. They're going to go to a warm-up session, and while they do that, we're going to go take a moment and thank a few of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have your Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Night Warrior feature on the racetrack. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirt Racing Network, getting ready to advance to the feature. But while they do that, let me tell you that you can take your dirt sim or racing to the next level by joining the best sim racing community online today. At the School of Sim Racing, you can learn to drive and set up your car like a pro with a ton of free trainings and free setups for sprint cars, late models, midgets, and more. It's a perfect place to get your dirt sim racing on the right track. Visit schoolofsimracing.net to learn more today. Here we go. It is time for the Wichita Tire and Alignment feature on the racetrack. We're going to give you the starting lineup right here. Starting on the pole will be Mason Hannigan starting second. Will be Buddy Ware. Row number 2 starting third. Mason Hamill starting fourth. Alex Szerzynski. Row number 3 starting fifth. Cody Kelly starting sixth. Garrett Boyd. Row number 4 starting 7th, Blaze Baker. Starting 8th, Gary Budzine. Row number 5 starting 9th, Colby Cooper. Starting 10th, Tim Nichols. Row number 6 starting 11th, William Evans. Starting 12th, Roger Wagner. Row number 7 starting 13th, Peter Breeze. Starting 14th, Chris Brown. Row number 8 starting 15th, David Konjerski. Starting 16th, Jason Schilling. Row number 9 starting 17th, Paul Crumry. Starting 18th, Jason Enoch. And rounding out the field, starting 19th, Jacob Smuts. Starting 20th, Keenan Batters. we will get ready to go here with our feature in week number 14. Only 3 more races after tonight to conclude the DSRL Wednesday Night Warrior Season number 2 champion. They struck it down and away, and we're about ready to go. Green flag racing here for our Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Night Warrior feature. Mason Hannigan, Buddy Ware going to lead us to the green flag, and we are away. We are green flag racing, and Hannigan on the throttle. "35 laps here for this one, and Hannigan already pulling away from Mason Hamill and the rest of them. Let's take a look back here. There's Hamill, Buddy Ware, Alex Trzynski, Cody Kelly up there in the mix. Oh, contact. Ware's going to go around. Is that going to bring out a caution? Nope. They're going to keep it green. Now there's more contact with Smuts, Crumry, everybody going to stay going straight. And I think as we were turning off of them there was more contact and someone else went around. Let's go back and take a look. Here it is. Crumry makes contact with Trzynski. Trzynski slides up. Ware goes around, gets it straightened out, makes a little bit of contact back here. Around Roger Wagner, Jacob Smuts, Paul Crumry, and Wagner goes around. He gets tagged from Jacob Smuts. That brings out our first caution. Jump back up here with our leader, Mason Hannigan. Lucky for Buddy Ware with that caution coming out. He lost about 10 spots, maybe even 14 spots. Now he's back to a podium position. So we made it about 3 laps before that caution came out. Get him stacked up, double file once again. Get ready to go. Green flag racing. Here we go. Mason Hannigan, Mason Hamill going to lead us to the green flag. The 2 Masons on the front row, and we are off. Hannigan with a good jump to start it. We'll look back here. Hannigan has been able to run away off the start, so we'll watch back here. Trzynski, Baker, Hamill, and Ware all battling it out. Then you got Cody Kelly down there as well. Colby Cooper in the mix. Looking at this, this is a podium battle right here between Trzynski and Ware in the 3rd and 4th spots, and then you got Baker, Kelly, and Cooper in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now here comes William Evans as well. Kelly, it's a little out of shape. Coming through the corner there. Oh, Trzynski going to give a bump to Hamill, send him up the racetrack. Hamill able to hang on to it and pull away from Trzynski. Cooper and Ware now doing battle for 4th and 5th. Here comes William Evans driving up there as well. Blaze Baker hanging out. Oh, Trzynski has trouble. He's going to hand the podium over to Colby Cooper at the moment in the 3rd spot. Here comes Blaze Baker. Trzynski in there on the top side now, trying to make a run to get back up here to a podium spot. Trying to run the top cushion to get around Cooper. And he will, back up to the 3rd spot. We'll see if Colby Cooper can mount a charge to get back out in front. Here comes Garrett Boyd into the mix. Cody Kelly's rebounded. They're all stacked up right behind these two. Meanwhile, your leader, Mason Hannigan, is pulled out by a second over Mason Hamill. Hamill has nearly pulled out, or I checked that. Mason Hannigan's almost pulled out by 2 seconds over Mason Hamill. Mason Hamill himself has pulled out a full second over Szerzynski here in the third spot. And now the bottom line, losing momentum. Here comes Blaze Baker. Williams Evans to the top side. Cooper will try to tuck up in front of Garrett Boyd. He goes from 4th to 6th as the top line, finding more success in that bottom line. Cooper will fall into line and leave Ware, the only one down there on the bottom. Let's go take a look at your race leader, Mason Hannigan, see what he's contending with. Right now, Paul Crumry. We do have all 20 cars still on track. Right there in the middle of 3 and 4. See if we can see your leader. There is Hannigan running the top side, so he's about half a turn away. Just curious, as we're working on lap number 13. Just completed it. We'll put number 14 on the board now. And he continues to hold a 2.3 second advantage over Mason Hamill. We'll see what it is at the line. See how fast or how far he's pulling away. What the increment is. About 3/10 a lap is how far Mason Hannigan is pulling out on Mason Hamill. Hamill pulling out by even more than that over Alex Szerzynski. And it's going to all come to a halt because we have our second caution of the night, and it could be David Konjerski being involved in this one. Let's go back and take a look at the 15 car battling with Keenan Batters. Got Peter Breeze down there, Gary Budzine in front of him. And I don't know what that was other than some net code from iRacing, because there was no real contact ever made. And he just tipped over. So that brings out our second caution. We'll see if Hamill can stick with Hannigan. It was obvious if we get in a run. I mean, that wasn't even that long of a run. That was about a 12-lap run. And Hannigan pulled out by over 2 seconds. Hamill was almost 3 seconds up on Szerzynski. So, really, it seems like if anyone's going to stick with Mason Hannigan here tonight, it's going to be Mason Hamill. But he was still 2 seconds slower than what Hannigan was, and he was not closing, even with an open racetrack out in front. So, waiting for timing and scoring to update. It's a Mason Hannigan, Mason Hamill, Alex Szerzynski, Blaze Baker, Williams Evans, your top 5. Colby Cooper, Garrett Boyd, Cody Kelly, Buddy Ware, Chris Brown, your top 10. Tim Nichols, Jacob Smuts, Gary Budzine, Peter Breeze, Keenan Batters, top 15. And then rounding it out, it is Jason Schilling, Jason Enoch, Roger Wagner, Paul Crumry, and David Konjerski. And it looks like Konjerski will be our first one to call it a night, as he takes his car to the pits, and looks like he has, no, actually, maybe not. I'm looking here. Let's take a look at Paul Crumry. Is he still on the racetrack? Yes, he is. So it looks like all 20 cars are still out in front or on the racetrack, which is good to see. And we got another caution on the racetrack. Buddy Ware having some issues going through the infield there. Let's take a look at the 17 car right behind Garrett Boyd. Oh, William Evans comes down the door slams him. And then with Ware coming back on the racetrack, that brings out the caution. Let's see if he gets anything else too, because he was in 1 and 2 when he got spun. Oh, he hit the tire. Yep, that'll definitely bring out the caution. So it looks like when he got door slammed, no caution was brought out, but as soon as he hit that tractor tire on the inside, caution comes out. Halt everything. waiting to go green. It sounds like we're getting the word from iRacing that we will not be going this time. So hopefully we can get, we've almost hit the halfway point. Next lap when we restart, we will be at the halfway point. If we can get a nice long run like we saw at the beginning of this race, that would be great for these guys, and I think it would make it better racing. Here we go. Hannigan's had some great restarts so far. Let's see what he does here. Green flag back in the air. Able to pull away a little bit. Once again, we'll watch back here. Second, 4 wide, almost down the backstretch. Szerzynski, Cooper, Baker, and who else was in there? Oh, Boyd? Boyd was the one that was on the bottom that made it 4 wide. An aggressive restart by the back couple rows. Szerzynski going to slot into the second spot. Baker into third. Boyd in the 4th spot, trying to work that bottom line. Cody Kelly in the 5th spot. We're going to watch once again. Hamill got moved out. Where did he go? Hamill back to the 13th position. I was going to say, Hamill was the only one that was contending with Mason Hannigan, even on the same plane at time, lap time wise or interval wise, that was able to pull away. I mean, we saw Hamill put almost 3 seconds on Szerzynski. Oh, there goes Szerzynski around. That's going to bring out a caution as he turns right in the middle of the field. I was going to say, Szerzynski had been 3 seconds down to Mason Hamill, and Hamill was still 2 seconds down from Hannigan. Let me see if I can find where Szerzynski went to here. There he is. Watch this one. We might have to back it up a little bit more. Here you go, the 43 car trying to stay with Mason Hannigan. Running right up next to the wall, and I bet you that right rear just catches it just enough. I think it's coming out of, now they're down the backstretch, so it's coming out of 4 then. Slides it in. Catches it with the right rear. Car goes around, collects, plays Baker, goes up on his side, comes down, gets pile driven there by the 1. And like I said, there's multiple 1 cars out here. So that could have been, is that Jason Schilling? I got into him? Yeah, it was. It was Jason Schilling that made contact with Szerzynski after he came back down the racetrack, but they're getting ready to go. Hannigan and Baker, green flag in the air. Here we go once again. Boyd now up to the 4th spot. Kobe Cooper in the 3rd spot. Cody Kelly in the top 5 as well. We'll see if anyone can stick with Mason Hannigan. We're working on lap 23, coming around to complete that and put number 24 on the board. We got another caution on the racetrack. William Evans this time. Let's take a look at the 7-Eleven car right behind Jacob Smutt. This isn't about, oh, nope. Yep, there it is. Car is diving every which way. And it looks like Paul Crumry got tagged there just a little bit. Gonna bring out, how many cautions have we had now? 5 cautions. See if we can get this one under wraps here tonight. Hadn't had any cautions until our B main, and that's the way we've been going lately in the DSRL series. And then in the feature, a few cautions, get a few more cars in there. Aggression ramps up a little bit. Green flag in the air. Here we go once again. Mason Hannigan's been out front all night long. Can he hold on once again? Blaze Baker. Here comes Garrett Boyd on the top side looking for that spot on Kobe Cooper. Cooper looking to try to get around Baker here for the second spot. I don't know where my note went to from last week, but I know Baker had a third place spot on the podium. Here comes a slider by Boyd. Couldn't make it work. Baker finished third on the podium last week, looking for a second spot, but here comes a slider by Cooper. Crossover move by Baker back to the line. We got another caution on the racetrack, caution number 6. Roger Wagner might be involved in this one. Nope, maybe not. William Evans or Jason Schilling. You can see that nose has already had some damage. Yep, he's going to ride the wall here. Flip it over. Czerzinski skates through. William Evans barely skates through, and that's going to bring out our 6th caution. You know, I was going to put it out there tonight before the broadcast started of who was going to have a better finish, Tim Nichols or Roger Wagner. And I didn't. And right now, put it into perspective. Roger is 3 laps down, or 2 laps down, in the 19th position. And Tim Nichols is currently, once timing and scoring updates, in the 11th spot behind Keenan Batters and Cody Kelly with 10 laps left to go. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Can anyone catch Mason Hannigan and hold him off? Blaze Baker trying to do so. Will Garrett Boyd get up on the podium? Can he have long enough run to try to do so? We're looking at that 2nd and 3rd spot. Kobe Cooper there at the moment holding down the final podium position. Here comes Garrett Boyd. Jacob Smuts, who won last week in the UMPs, looking for a win here in the big blocks. And look who's coming back through. A little bit of contact. They're going to get together. Smuts and Mason Hamill making his way back through. Like we said, the only one that could run with somewhat of Mason Hannigan. Hannigan had still put 2 seconds on Hamill, but Hamill had put 3 seconds on everybody else. And here he comes, trying to charge back through the field. Things settling down now. Top 5. So we have 5 to go. And another caution. Buddy, where? Oh. Buddy Ware's sitting there on pit road, so that's usually a pretty good indication. Here's a 17 car going through 1 and 2. Clips the tire, flips it upside down, rolls it back over, but quite a bit of damage. It's going to cause an end to the night, most likely, for Buddy Ware. And we'll have a 4-lap shootout here to end it. All right, running order: Hannigan, Baker, Cooper, Boyd, Hamill, Brown, Schmutz, Kelly, Breeze, Nichols, the top 10. Batters: Kondrasky, Szerzinski, Enoch, Evans, Schilling, Budzine, Ware, and Wagner. And then Crumry in 20th. Wagner and Crumry currently 8 laps down. Buddy Ware 1 lap down. We are back in green flag racing. Here's Buddy Ware. Could he try, or not Buddy Ware, Blaze Baker trying to challenge for the race lead. How about this with 3 to go? If Blaze Baker could come around and steal the win. Let's look back here though. Kobe Cooper, Garrett Boyd gonna do battle for a podium position. Cooper got into the wall, got his car a little loose. It's gonna allow Boyd to have the position. But here comes Cooper off the top side again, and don't count out Mason Hamill with 2 to go. He's sitting back here in the 5th spot. He's going to look under Boyd. Cooper going to get loose. Hamill into the 4th spot, going to slide up. That's going to wreck Boyd. Boyd's going to go around. White flag in the air. We're racing back to the stripe. Hannigan has it. He's going to take the Wichita Tire and Alignment feature win. Blaze Baker's going to come across in 2nd, and Kobe Cooper is going to hang on for the podium position in 3rd. Mason Hamill going to come across in 4th. Chris Brown in 5th. Jacob Schmott 6th. Peter Breeze 7th. Tim Nichols 8th. Keenan Batters 9th. David Kondrasky in 10th. Jason Enoch 11th. Jason Schilling 12th. Alex Szerzinski 13th. William Evans 14th. Gary Budzine 15th. Garrett Boyd will end up finishing 16th after the contact. Cody Kelly 17th, Buddy Ware 18th, Roger Wagner 19th, Paul Crumry in 20th. See if we can get all 3 cars we are missing. Our 2nd place finisher, Blaze Baker. Here he comes. Get him stopped. Let's see if we can get a better camera view. We'll go with that one, and we'll get our 3rd place finisher up here in the booth with us, Kobe Cooper. See if we can grab him and bring him on up. Colby, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
All right, man. Had to hold off a hard charging couple cars there in the last few laps, but no stranger to the podium, and you're up here once again this week. How does it feel?
Nah, it feels pretty good, man. I mean, it's always a pleasure to get up here running the top 3 in this series.
Few restarts there. How hard was it to hold on to this 3rd place spot or make your way up into this 3rd place spot with all those restarts there towards the 2nd half of the race?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tough. You know, field of cars like this, you got to do your best to keep your momentum and stay smooth because one mistake, you're getting blown by 2 or 3 cars.
And who would you like to thank for your podium finish here tonight?
I'd like to give a shout out to GB Designs, BGI Sim Sport, Suwhoop Racing, and that'll be it.
All right, that's your third place finisher here tonight, Colby Cooper. We will get your second place finisher up here in the booth with us, Blaze Baker. Let's see if we can find him, bring him on up. Blaze, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'd have to say you're probably feeling the same way, especially after a third place finish last week, second place finish here this week. We shooting for a win next week?
We're gonna try the hardest. I don't know if I'll make it next week. I got some stuff for my school next week, but if I can make it, I'll try my best. So,
2 podium finishes here now, back-to-back weeks. Does that give you some confidence here in this series a little bit?
oh yeah, it's a battle every week to do what I do, and just because I'm never starting on the front 2 rows. I'm always 5th row, 4th row, that kind of deal. So I'm just trying to finish at that point, and then anything better than that's a great feeling, honestly.
Who would you like to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Hoosier Racing Tire, Algeier Racing Shocks, Mason Hamill, my buddy that finished 4th. He was helping me throughout the race. All the people that put on this series it's great. So thanks to everybody else that helps me out in this deal. So
All right, that's your second place finisher here tonight, Blaze Baker, and we will get your race winner up here in the booth with us, Mason Hannigan. Let's get that off the screen. That's not correct. Mason Hannigan takes the win here tonight at Charlotte. Let's see if we can find him and bring him on up. There he is. He's already waiting. He's used to the role. Let's bring him on in. Mason, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It seemed like you were on a whole nother planet tonight. At one point, before we started getting into those cautions, you were almost 2.5 seconds out on the field. What made your car so fast tonight?
I'm not sure, honestly. It's just being in a fix-up, you got to find the fastest line where you have the most momentum built up, and the cut down was fast, and ran a couple league races here before in a small block or a big block, and that tends to be a line, but I didn't think the top and the range forward be in, but it was, and just ran around there for 35 laps and held on to it.
Had to have quite a few restarts after it looked like we might go green for quite a while. It seemed like you nailed every one of them. Was there a different restart strategy you had, or just a certain line you picked, or what was it?
No, I was just making sure you don't spin the tires, really. You just can't have them lit up at the line, and then you're going to get past. So it's just kind of rolling in and out of the throttle and the restarts, and making sure you don't spin them like you're at a drag strip.
All right, and who would you like to thank for your win here tonight?
Yep, Blacktown Motorsports, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV. I can't thank Roger for putting on the league, and can't thank you guys for broadcasting it, and come back here tomorrow and see what we can do.
All right, that's your race winner here tonight, Mason Hannigan. It's going to wrap it up. We'll go through the results. I already kind of went through them all completely, but just to give you a reference, Mason Hannigan, Blaze Baker, Kobe Cooper round out your podium. Mason Hamill charges back for a 4th place finish. Chris Brown in 5th. Jacob Smutt 6th. Peter Breeze 7th. Tim Nichols 8th. Keenan Batters 9th. David Kondrowski in 10th. Jason Enoch 11th. Jason Schilling 12th. Alex Herzinski 13th. William Evans 14th. Gary Budzine 15th. Garrett Boyd 16th. 17th. Cody Kelly 18th. Buddy Ware 19th. Paul Crumry in 20th. Roger Wagner. That's going to wrap it up here from the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the 410 Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw Series here with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Roger's going to have the National Auto Racing Club School of Sim Racing Big Block Modifieds coming up here in about 25 minutes or so. And then that's going to wrap it up for the week. We'll have some more shows coming back up on Sunday. I don't even No, I'd have to check with Roger. I don't even remember what he still has going on Sundays. I think he's still got Hale's Corner at about 7 and 8, I think, Eastern, or 8 or 9 Eastern. I think 8 and 9 Eastern. I don't know if NDRA is still going or not. And then Monday, we're back with our 360 sprint cars. So the Dirt Slingers Racing League. So come on out and check out the National Auto Racing Club series here and just a little bit more big block action, or come check out our 410 Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw series tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. 3 weeks left to go, well, 4 weeks, including this week, 3 weeks after this, not only for the Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw series, but our big block / UMP modified series as well. It's coming down to crunch time here in the Dirt Slingers Racing League season. We're going to wrap it up from Charlotte. Look forward to next week. Thanks for everybody that was watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Glad to get through another one issue free. We'll see you tomorrow night, unless you're coming in to tune in for Roger. But for Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. I'm signing off for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to everyone that watched. Congrats to our top 3. Have a good night, everyone.